Hello and good evening or good afternoon or good morning, wherever you are. Happy Wednesday. I just noticed all my squigs are still on my desk. They can go on a little pile. Nice. I hope everyone's doing well and that you've had a good Wednesday so far. I thought I was better prepared, but I am not. I am starting today on the black coach, and yeah, I'm excited about it because it's a really cool, really cool model. But I also have to admit that I haven't really looked at any source material for it, so I should probably have a quick sneaky peek. Black coach. Age of Sigmar. Images. Good greetings. How are you? Have a look. See, I wish Games Workshop wouldn't. Oh, I haven't turned it on yet. That's bad. I've started a thing, but didn't actually turn it on. Thank you, reminder for closed captioner. Cool. I'll guess I'll work something out. Right. I should be over here. You're okay? I'm glad to hear it. That is always nice to hear. Yeah, I'm not bad either. Had an okay day at work, which is always a pleasant surprise. Yeah, here now. Gonna do some painting. And I'm not sure yet which browns I want to use, so I'm gonna have to do some swatches. Have you been up to much today? I'm actually quite busy at work today, which is kind of nice because it means that I actually feel like I'm making progress, getting stuff done. Well, that's kind of cool. So I tried 4 different ones. I think I quite like that burnished red. Go with that and the wildwood, I think. Be quite nice, hopefully. Alrighty then. This crazy model. Not really. Blog has been written. Nice. Word search is late, as is Duo. My Duo is a bedtime thing. I'm assuming you're talking about Duolingo, but I always get the hurry up, you'd rather lose your streak reminders around 10 p.m. Are you doing one language or multiple languages, or what are you? I decided to go for French. I had it in high school and primary school already, and I was like, I should probably refresh what I already know. But I refuse to pay for Duolingo, which is, I suppose, kind of bad because it's not too bad a service really. I've already got so many things that I'm paying for at the moment that I didn't really want to add yet another thing to the mix. So I have to sit through all these adverts, and I find that really tedious. German, nice. How does it teach you the I don't know what the English word for it is, but the die, der, die, das, den, das, the whole like German grammar, I suppose. Because it's so incredibly specific, I would probably struggle to learn that over Duolingo. I liked having the table that I could refer to, like actually see what what I'm learning, rather than getting one example each time. Parrot, but it isn't great. I think I'm gonna find myself finding a lot of things that haven't got any paint on them yet on this model. It's funny, as it's Wednesday, George went to daycare today, and he is so tired that he took himself off to bed, which he doesn't normally do. He would never choose to go in his crate, except for today. Hi, Mount, you alright? Wednesday we let it hang out. What? Hang out? What? Oh, bear with. Might be a colloquialism that doesn't ring a bell. How are you? You okay? Basically doesn't teach per se, just tells you what it is. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. It does the same for French. It shows you a table once for the verb changes. And then it's like, well, best of luck now. Hope you remember that. You don't know, you were thinking of getting a pregnancy test. Why would you get a pregnancy test? I've heard once that if men take a pregnancy test, that it's very likely for them to show positive if they have like prostate problems or something. Don't know if that's an urban legend or if it's true, but I thought that was quite interesting. Oh, at first you were in a black gown. Oh no, no, it's just a very stretchy top. I mean, it would fit with the theme. The Night Haunt, very goth-like. Even if I'm going to paint them in nice pastels, but you're a stretchy top. It's funny, usually it's the bottoms that are stretchy. Hey Gary, how are you? I am alright. I've actually had a surprisingly okay day at work today, which is quite nice. Makes for a nice change and all that. So I'm capitalizing on that and trying to yeah, have a good time on stream as well. How's your day been? And your week, I suppose? So far. I'm still not over Saturday. Bottom's being stretchy, you don't get that joke. Why don't you spend the next 7 minutes explaining it to me? Oh, I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass. Good time on stream, no. I know. I always have a good time when you're here. What are you talking about? Trying to work out what to paint, what color here. It's there's a lot of wood. You think, oh, I'll just paint all the wood color. It's like, yeah, I will, but I'm gonna not do all the wood in the exact same color because that's a bit boring. If I'm saying a 4-foot squig, you're gonna make you make it four 1-foot squigs. That's a lot more doable, I guess, or 2 2-foot squigs, yeah. Jet, how are you? I hope you're having a good Wednesday today. Or rather this week, or whatever. George, you've got your face underneath a cable, my guy.
It's okay.
He got the wire over his nose, bless him. 1 2 foot and 2 1 foot, yeah? Gramps, how are you? Math! Yes! All the squigs. Squigs are so fun though. Still haven't taken a picture of mine. I'll do that this weekend. There's a couple of models that I need to take actual decent photos of, so... All your external HDDs are optimized and have sorted out your STL library. Nice. 5 5TB and 9 6TB. Holy moly. Thank you for the lurk, White Wolf. I will ask him how the internet smells. I should drop a lurk back if I can get my... And... oh man. There's quite a few people who are streaming tonight and I haven't actually... Oh. Adding a lurk for people. IT Crowd when she tricks everyone on the internet in a box. Yeah, well, it is in a box. Such a good show that. The problem was, I think they can just walk it in. I feel like I've watched that show, well, not in its entirety, but well, once fully, and then a bunch of times in other versions as well. Like bits and pieces here and there. I don't think I need to go to lurk with everyone. I can lurk just a few people. I mean, the IT Crowd is just a fantastic show. Like really, really good. If your PC was an animal, I would put it down, yeah. It's like, no, don't change it. I like it this way. Like, See, the problematic thing is that it's actually a very accurate representation of working in IT support. Right here, Spurt. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Peter File, yeah. I need to rewatch that. I really need to rewatch it. Oh, I think that's what I said. I'm pretty sure that I was going to miss bits and then all of a sudden spot a load of stuff that hasn't been coloured brown yet. So flippin' finicky. I guess if this was anyone's competition piece, it would be disassembled and in like 15 different sub-assembly bits because there's no way to get through all the filigree and stuff. I do like how they've done the suspension here. It's just basically a reddish strap of some sort. Like it looks like leather or something, and just nice and bouncy. Nice and bouncy. Alright, that is metallic. Yeah, it was on DVD, but it was UK, so if you PS3 registered in the UK. Yeah, it's for us. It's I think for us in the UK. It's on Netflix, I think. I'm going to say something so controversial yet so brave, because I feel like the a leaf spring. Oh, that makes sense. Cool. I prefer the American version of The Office to the English one. And I'm normally all for English humor, but it had a little bit... like, when I was younger, I used to love Mr. Bean. And I can't watch that anymore now. The cringe just hurts me too much. Like, I suffer. I suffer when I watch that. So yeah, and I feel sort of the same way with the English version of The Office. Maybe I need to give it another go. Because I never got very far with it because it stressed me out so much the first time round. The one show you successfully stole, yeah. The crossover was cute though. I feel like you've done a few that are alright. It's just like the reality show, reality TV kind of things that, in my opinion, don't always carry over very well. Things like The Only Way is Essex and like Geordie Shore. That just... it's not as good when it's Americanized. But I wonder if that is because you actually know the type of people that like. I wonder if, say, an American person would say, like, "Oh my God, it's Florida Man!" Like the type of caricature, stereotype, ridiculous kind of person. Red Dwarf, yeah. So many shows that I've been meaning to watch, but I'm a little bit neuro spicy, and if I am not in the perfect mindset, I don't want to watch something new. I will always go back to something tried and tested, something I already know. You prefer the UK Office, the Jello stapler? Yeah, that's true. That is true. Generally speaking, I find the English sense of humor incredibly hilarious. Not everything, obviously, but a lot. Sure, you watched it 99% before I made the American one. Doesn't surprise me. They wouldn't have started straight away. It has to be a successful show first, I guess, before you want to steal it. It's like what happened with Idols, the talent show that was Dutch originally. Did really, really, really well in the Netherlands. And then John de Mol, who produced it, sold the not the rights, but yeah, I suppose allowed other countries to also make it, and then it went sort of worldwide and became an international smash hit. Should have ended when Michael left. Yeah, I kind of feel like the show sort of stopped there. I wasn't super into it after that. But it was so successful that for them it was like, I guess, hard to let it go. The network, I mean, with them, not the actors. I suppose for them too, they probably made a lot of money doing it, so. I always feel really bad when someone recommends a TV show to me, and I just can't make myself watch it. Like, my rational brain will say, like, yeah, I'll probably enjoy this. This just sounds like something I might like. But for me to actually watch something is usually a bit of a challenge of will between myself and myself. Took me years to watch Schitt's Creek, for example, and that is still one of my all-time favorite shows now. Ew, David. Funny, just noticed I have a massive sword at the end of their. I don't know what the English word for this is. I think it's boom in Dutch, but it's the thing that's between the horses. Dee 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 dee. there it is. Like, let's go over this model again, just to make sure that I haven't missed anything. Missed a lot. Missed a lot. Do, 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 do. Okay. Leave that for a minute. Still has a little sprue clip thingy on it. Is anyone working on anything at the moment? Any hobby projects or journaling or another sprue thingy? Why are there still? Oh my god. How am I supposed to get to this? Oh, like that. Armature armor panels for you. You're a brave man, redoing your older models. They already look really good. What are you doing to them? What are you changing the color scheme, or what the what's the reason for the repaint? Sorry for making you type. Oh, you're doing the fresh ones. Awesome. Fresh. Fresh meat. It's metal, actually. Reading that that book that you recommended actually makes me want to paint an armature at some point. At some point. Like, don't say suits have personality, that's heresy. And don't name them then. And don't have your ancestors living in them. It very much for me sort of illustrated again that inanimate objects are easy to get attached to. And I know that I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, but oh, if you want to turn the AC on, you are allowed. You don't have to sit here in the heat, Vivian. Nicolas. Roll, roll. Beep.
23.
23 is allowed. As long as it's not like... I'm going to turn it down to like 15 degrees and you can shiver. I would have to say like, oh, but I can't stream on Twitch anymore because you're not allowed to show nipple. And they'd be so cold I would go through my top. Oof. I didn't almost drop a dropper bottle. I actually dropped a dropper bottle. Oh, Christ. The model is very difficult to hold. I'm assuming the coffin is like plastic glued in. I'm gonna struggle to get the inside of that box painted. Evening, Painted. How are you? Don't be a weirdo, Floyd. No one can see it. Don't stress over some filigree underneath the fucking coffin. You're okay? Glad to hear it. Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. I'm trying to get to areas on this model that are almost impossible to get to, it feels. Which, it's a challenge, but it's fun. How's your Wednesday been so far? It's funny how it looked like a very different color brown when I started painting it, and it actually is drying out looking almost the same. Which I guess is fine. I can just paint it a different color. Work was busy but not bad. Over the hump, yes. That we are. That we are. My work was surprisingly busy as well today, which is quite nice for a change. It's been pretty quiet the last few weeks, so it's, well, quiet for me. We've been really, really busy, but I've just organized things to death, so now I don't really... I'm not as busy anymore as I was before. Myself, that is, anyway. So it's quite nice to have quite a lot going on today. And not in a mega stressful way like it sometimes can be. You're like working on one thing and 16 different other things come up and everything is drama. Didn't really have any drama today, which is quite nice. Or not any real drama anyway. Nothing that couldn't be fixed with a have you tried turning it off and back on again kind of response. And for once, customers weren't complete difficult bastards, which is also quite nice. Ask them to, if they can potentially be flexible with their scheduling. It's like, yeah, sure. As long as you give me heads up. And like, hell yeah. Thank you. Such a big difference. Had a few like that today. It's quite nice when they're simple fixes. It's some days a challenge is quite nice, but obviously I don't do IT support. I work in as an operations manager for electricians, and usually when people phone, it's either a bloody disaster and they've had like a near electrical fire or something crazy like that, or it's something that was, oh yeah, my house is, this is broken, everything is broken, and I can't do anything about it. It's like, is it really broken though, or have you just not done XYZ? Like, no, I hadn't done XYZ. Oh, look at that go. It's like, yeah, you should. And then usually it fixes it, which is quite nice. The main thing that we're having problems with at the moment is scheduling, because it's really, really, really busy, and just have too much work on. And one guy, one of our electricians, just had twins, so he was on paternity leave for a bit, and we had all of a sudden we had a lot less people than we thought we were going to have on jobs, despite our best efforts to be very organized. Yeah, it was was challenging for a while, but it seems to have sorted itself out mostly, so that's quite nice. Actually freaking leaking dark. Plug in, it is plugged in, hell yeah. Real quick hair dryer. Run! Run! Sorry about that. It should, however, have dried out the stuff in there, which is nice. Okay, right. That's a wood. You're doing great. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. It's a very finicky model. And I thought, oh, I'll try and start with the actual coach, because I might want to give the horses and the ghosty people that go with it a little once over with the airbrush before I paint those. Okay. A real quick peek at okay. What other people are doing. Yeah, that's very similar. Silver. I guess gold isn't really. So funnily enough, like, yeah, dark bronze is probably cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. A whole big box of paintable stuff next to me here. All these ghosts and that's so cool. So cool. It's such a cool model, this. Excuse me. Change my water so I don't accidentally use my non-metallics water. This water still has metallic flakes in it. This poor brush has been it's just come back from the wars. It's been in contact with UV resin, I think, so it's not super happy. I need to order some large brushes, some actual like nice large brushes. It's on the list for next month. I might yeah, should be able to pick some up next month. And then this month was an expensive month. We've had car exhaust fall out from underneath the car. It's not really what you want to do or what you want to have happen. So that needed to get replaced. And poor little George tore his dew claw, which needed to go to the vets and get sedated and get that trimmed. So in like a week and a half time, that was quite a lot of money that we had to fork out. So I'm not buying myself brush sticks this month. It's going to be next month. I'll give myself a nice little treat from all the amazing support on Saturday. All the subs and the bits that I was sent or gifted. I'll be able to buy some things for the stream. So I was thinking maybe getting some more emotes. finally pick up some brushes that I've that I want to get, and stuff like that really. Feed it back into the stream. It's funny how just putting some contrast or speed paint on a model like this, it makes for such a nice start. Like, I know I'll probably be covering everything again with when I get to layering, but having a starting point of where the colors are and what the layout is, and give me sort of like an idea of what the model should look like at the end. It's quite nice. I do feel I should probably use like a silver or something, like an iron of sorts for the chains, because I don't think just bronze is going to look very interesting. Obviously, I'll do the inner workings in a, well, probably dry brush, I guess. I might paint them in a sort of like non-metallic metal style, but with actual metallics. Biggest sigh ever from the dog behind me. It's such hard work being a dog. I have to go to daycare and have lots of fun with all the other dogs and go on a nice dog walk in the park and play some more. And come home, have nice food. It really is a hard life. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit quiet. Gives hugs for everyone. Oh, that's nice. I like hugs. Thank you. What are you up to this evening, Ben? Are you playing WoW or different game? Mount farming still? I think I probably will do a little bit more mount farming this weekend. I'm not very efficient at it, so it takes quite long. But the main one that I was really interested in, the Onyxia mount, I got that one, so that's cool. I still need, or I'd like to get Invincible, obviously. But I wouldn't be heartbroken if I didn't. We were doing some low mythic pluses with Johanna and Tom on Monday. So Johanna is trying to learn shaman healing. And Tom was saying that Johanna, that they went and did some mount farming. And I think it was her second kill of the Lich King that that Invincible dropped for her. And she was like, "What, is that good?" And everyone was like, "Oh, how dare you. Manic Monday, wish it was Sunday, that's my fun day. Saturday is my fun day." Good song though. Sunday is my existential dread day. When else am I going to be moody over having to go back to work on Monday? Every waking moment, yeah, that's true. That is true. I try very hard not to dwell on it too much. You're doing the Zoth. Nice. Not a clue what you're doing. Was N'Zoth the one where you had like the insanity meter thing, the eye or whatever you had to click or not click, that the amulet thing? Or am I mistaking bosses again now? Yeah, that one. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was quite happy with that. It's a cool Drake. And Onyxia somehow had, like, it's probably my favorite dragon in the game. I don't suppose you have to worry about the insanity thing anymore as you're if you're high enough level. Would you in theory still be able to do the raid with like an appropriately leveled team? If no one has the amulet thing? You did just die to insanity, okay. Do you still have the item? Because that was like an unused thing, wasn't it? Like you could use it and it would drop your insanity back down. Is there a mount from that then that you're doing it, or are you just... Apparently you don't need the cloak or the item. Okay, cool. Fair enough. Is that based on being an absolute baller though and having to kill it before you die of insanity? Because I feel like that would be my problem. That would be the octopus head. Oh jeez, okay. Some days I'm really glad that I'm really not that bothered about mounts anymore. I used to be when I first started playing, but I say first started playing, a couple of years after I started playing. You're not sure about the baller part? Attempt 2. Best of luck. I hope you absolutely shred him. Even without lust, I assume, because he'll probably be on cooldown for that now. You'll be fine. Just found another bit that I've missed with a brown. It's all dried out, so like I'm worried if I put it down that I'll lose what I've what I found. I wasn't wrong. Oh God, where is it? Drop your brush, why don't you? I could have sworn. Well, I will keep my brush here and I will hopefully, I guess that's going to be silver. That can be silver, that can be silver. This is going to be bronze. Bronze! Also, there was bronze on this that I hadn't touched yet. There. And there. God. I hope it's going well, Ben. One, two. These nubbins. They can be bronze. Because I feel if I have to do these in silver, I'm gonna scream. Let's go filigree. Time 2 was better, 3 was abysmal. Ah. See, I don't actually know, or I can't remember what level that raid was. Like what level are you supposed to be? Well, it's supposed to be, especially there's only only one way to do it now, but are mounts tradable? If they drop, or do they just drop for the one person? And then that is it, soulbound. Like in theory, could you do it with someone else and could they trade the mount to you, or is it Nearly put my brush in the metallics water again. What's that? That's a silver, that's too bright. Right. Oh, jeez Louise. That was a bit more painted than I thought it was going to be, but here we are. Sure, I'll use it. It is a big model. I very much feel that I should be using like old, tarnished colors and metals and stuff for the coach. So I think the contrast with pastel ghosts and stuff would be really cool. So for this coach, yes. It's dead. Very nice. It drop mount. Will you be brave and adventurous and base it with a stroopwafel where you live in fear and in shame, never having stroopwafel the model? Oh man. Could be your last chance, you know. Yeah, it's true. Could be my last chance. It's entirely possible that I'll keel over tomorrow and guess we'll never know. I feel like squigs or something would do alright on a stroopwafel. I don't really know how pretty little ghost boys and girls would do with stroopwafel sticking to their robes. Yeah, strobe model, yeah. I think you should probably like plastinate one then. Like that really creepy oh god, that wasn't metallic, that's just bits. Okay, cool. There's this guy who used, I don't know if he's still alive or if he's dead now, but he used to like, he called it plastinating, whole bodies. And he would pull them apart and infuse them with his like version of a creepy plastic, and that would preserve the body for science, I suppose. To me, the plastic putty. I mean, I could just roll out a slab of milliput and get a texture roller for a crosshatchy thing, paint it brown, caramelize some edges and stuff, and Bob's your uncle. But I feel like it doesn't really fit with the aesthetic. I may have to do it sometime though, just not for this model, I suppose, but for a model some point in time in life. That would be extremely silly. It's enough wow for today. Have you had it? Sneaking into a shop and puttying the waffle iron, yeah. I mean, I think I have a waffle iron. That would make stroopwafel texture things. Don't know how easy it would be to get the putty off it though. You probably have to put Vaseline on it first or something, so it releases. And I'm trying to get the Vaseline out of like a waffle iron is going to be an absolute nightmare, I reckon. Suppose maybe like a cooking spray. That I imagine will probably also work. And at least that way you don't have to spend 6 hours trying to get grease out of your waffle iron. Golden Demon will laugh you out of there if you use a home iron pattern. Yeah, probably. You have to probably get like an official one, like an actual waffle iron from a fancy Belgian shop. Why would you use a Belgian shop waffle iron if you're going to make a Dutch stroopwafel? I don't know. I don't know why I said that. It makes no sense. Custom waffle irons would be fun to make for people. I mean, they do sell them, like the ones that come out. Well, they have different like patterns in them and stuff, or different shapes of the actual waffles as well. It's usually hearts. Usually heart-shaped. Which is a bit lacking in imagination, in my opinion. Did I just call you a shop waffle? Yeah. I always looked at those cutesy waffle irons were always cheapos. Yeah, they don't really make... No, it's... Unfortunately, that's very much the case. They don't get hot enough. Or if they do, they get hot only in certain areas. So you end up burning your waffles. I still should make some waffles again because I have a cute. Well, it's supposed it is cute. It's a cheap one from Lidl's Isle of Dreams. And it does come out all right, just not as amazing as they could be, I guess. Not like a American style Waffle House kind of good. Can't blame when people don't want to spend more than $20 for anything. No, it's true. It's true. You can buy anything cheap off Temu or Shein and it just... Why would you spend money on something that you can buy for a $5 from China? Because maybe you'll actually buy something that'll last for a bit rather than garbage that you're going to have to replace in 5 years' time or less. Or Nivian and I, because we split the cost, we bought a nice stainless steel frying pan last week, and it's obviously a bit of a learning curve because it doesn't cook in the same way as all these non-stick pans do. You have to wait for it to be fully hot before you put oil in it, and wait to move stuff around, because if you don't wait you'll tear bits apart and it's going to destroy what you're cooking. But I actually made some pretty decent stir fry in it the other day, and I didn't have any gunk left in the pan afterwards, so I must have done something right. You were explaining the other day, some companies own several different brands, and if you want something nice, you've got to find a higher tier brand now, yeah. If I want to buy, like, cooking things, something nice for like actual quality, I tend to go to there's a shop in Amsterdam, which is just, it specializes in like chef's equipment. So the stuff that you buy there, you pay a lot more for it, but the quality is guaranteed, and it's just heaven to go to. So don't cheap out everything to make their money back after an acquisition. Yeah, happens too often, unfortunately. But it's so easy to get like sucked into these kind of things. We all love a good retail therapy session, right? See something you think you'll like and it looks really amazing, and then less than a month later you realise that you've actually bought some cheapo Chinese garbage that doesn't really make you happy. Happening a lot with restaurant chains. Really? That's depressing. I quite like to go to the independent restaurants if I go out for food, like some non-chain stuff. We don't go out very often, but there's like Japanese. It's not really fusion, but it's they do Japanese and Korean food there, and that's really nice. And there's only one of those. There's not like a chain or anything. I feel like people who have, or restaurants that are part of a chain, generally speaking, you know what you're going to get when you go there. like Nando's, for example, which probably for the Americans here is not a very good example because you won't know what it is. But for the English people here, you'll your friend sells jerseys to school sports teams. The cost of the jersey is close to $100 because it's the real cost of an American product made by a small shop these days. Yeah, and if you I had to buy some like winter jackets for our staff back in well, back in winter. Ooh, surprise! And they were like, my boss likes to not spend money, obviously, which is fair. And I think in the end I found some jackets, like fleece-lined jackets, and they were like £21 each. With embroidery, which is absolutely fucking bananas and shouldn't happen, and absolutely makes you wonder what poor Chinese or like Indian child has been sat in a sweatshop sewing this bit of kit. It's nice that those sports jerseys are still actual, proper, locally made jerseys, though. Like, it might be expensive, but at least you know that it's quality and it's gonna last. Even if these kids are gonna grow out of them in no time. Some textiles are worth triple digits, but the stitching has to be very strong and the form are very functional and thought about. Yeah. My favourite pair of shorts with great pockets and a correct inseam. The same brand doesn't do this design anymore. It's frustrating. Yeah, I had a pair of trousers like that. And I got paint on them when I was when we were doing the garage, and I looked and tried to see if they had the same trousers, and they didn't have them anymore, so I was very disappointed. It's especially difficult for me to find clothes that fit. Trousers especially are difficult to come by, so I was annoyed. You're really shocked at how cheap the stitching was at Under Armour. Yeah. Yeah, I guess a lot of these brands don't really... Like, why would you spend more money if you can get it for cheap, right? The answer is because you should get it for the right amount of money and pay someone a decent living wage. But here we are. And I gotta admit that I'm one of these people who likes to buy cheap, because my money normally goes to other things, like stuff for the dog or presents for people or bills, unexpected expenses and stuff, so I tend to not really buy very many clothes, and when I do it's usually something off Amazon because I kind of hate shopping because nothing ever fits and I don't want to spend hours and hours walking around the town and then not find anything that I like, because I just don't have the well, the time and the energy for it anymore. I should try thrifting, really. I feel like that at least you might get some luck with potential like good finds. But that's also sort of a hobby. It has to be sort of a hobby, I guess, because if chances of you finding something in your size, that's also very nice and good. Pretty slim. We both have exotic proportions, so you couldn't understand more. Got most of your stuff from thrifting before anyone basically stopped donating good stuff because price went bananas. Yeah, people just put stuff on Vinted now here. So yeah. It's cheaper than the high street, but not exactly cheap. And I kind of have to try something on before I know if it's gonna fit, so it's not as easy to buy online unless it's cheap and has a really easy return policy like Amazon, which is why I end up lining Mr. Bezos' pockets more often than not. But reluctantly, which I feel should count for something at least. The shirt you're wearing now is the higher end shirt from Fruit of the Loom. Yeah, they stopped making them, can't find anything like it. Is this one of those shirts that actually has the cornucopia on the logo still? Because apparently there was a line of Fruit of the Loom t-shirts and stuff that had not just the bunch of fruit in the middle on the label, but also cornucopia. And people were thinking that they were imagining it. That it was one of these things that you think you've seen, but you're not actually sure if you have. But apparently this was a real thing. Just fruit, no horn. Took your shirt off. Ooh! You spoil me. Can you imagine if it was just that easy? Just ask people what the picture is on the logo in the neck of their t-shirt. And everyone would just strip for you. I reckon this is metal too. In my head canon, this is metal too. 50-50 cotton poly shirt, but any other blends you've tried don't feel... Oh, weird. And the knit is rather big. Oh. Normally I only see the bigger knit stuff on polo shirts. I tend to really look after stuff that, or like my clothes that fit well and look nice and are good quality. I have this leather jacket that I haven't fit in, like I haven't been able to wear it in years because I put on weight and I can't, like, my shoulders or my arms are too big to fit in the sleeves now, but I can't bring myself to get rid of it because it's so nice. And it's the softest kind of leather, probably the most expensive item of clothing I own as well. Bright red. And even if I can't actually wear it anymore, I still have like the leather product, the product to treat the leather with. Know how big an American penny is? No, actually, no. I would need a banana for scale. Very good quality to rags because nothing else held candles. But yeah, 1 years later the brand decided to actually make good stuff. It's so nice when you find something that is just right. And I don't even feel like I'm particularly fussy about stuff. I just want things to fit well and not be the kind of quality that it gets smelly if you get hot. Because I'm not a particularly sweaty person, but I do get hot, and I feel like some types of cotton just don't really respond well to that. Yeah, exactly. I know very little about fabrics, if I'm honest. I wear what feels nice. Because anything that doesn't feel nice to my hands, I can't really touch it. It's just horrible. One of the nicest cotton shirts you ever got was an expensive restaurant souvenir shirt. Like, oh, awesome. I swear, sometimes it's just a lucky finds. Trying to think, I have one dress. I'm trying to remember where I got that from. That dress I've worn probably a million times, and I really like it. Keyboard for scale, awesome. Thank you. Bear with. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, I like that, and I know what you mean with how that feels. That kind of, yeah, that's really nice. Weird that Nightbot didn't consider that a link. I have this one t-shirt that I picked up when when Nivian and I and our Grathax's gaming community, like we all had our annual meetup in London one year, and I kind of misjudged how hot it was going to be in London. So when we got there, the clothes that I brought were just not suitable for how hot it was going to be. So on the first day, I kind of rushed into a shop and bought a t-shirt, and this was... Ah, cool. Didn't know that. But yeah, I walked into a shop, bought this t-shirt. Similar sort of... It looks a little bit like yours, but slightly thinner. Like a very obvious. You can see the knit on it, and I've worn it so many times that it's got holes everywhere, and I can't wear it for any like real appointments or anything anymore because I just look like a slob if I wear it now. But I still haven't got rid of it because it's one of the most comfortable things that I've ever owned. You can wear this shirt mowing, it's great. You know what you mean about thick fabric, yeah. Two big 100% cotton shirts and they get so swampy. Oh yeah. It feels really dumb. Like you're supposed to be an actual organic fabric. You're supposed to not be sweaty and disgusting, but why are you sweaty and disgusting? I do like when you find something that is just right. It can be so incredibly satisfying to have something that you can add to your wardrobe and you know that every time you put it on it's going to make you happy. I've been meaning to look for some of those really wide, flowy, really thin fabric trousers. And it's usually you see like the hip younger mums wearing them. And they look so incredibly comfy. And I know they're not particularly sexy or attractive looking in general, but they look so comfy. I feel like you have 2 weeks of guaranteed comfortable clothing. I don't have to think about that for a while. Oh man, yeah. See, my nemesis is my wardrobe. I have we have like a built-in wardrobe that has been in the house. Well, we bought it with it in there, and it's all hanging space, and I just end up chucking things over the hanger rail. So I have a massive pile of clothes just hanging over this rail. I can never find anything, but I can also can't bear the idea of having to empty it all out and try and find hangers for everything and sort it and realistically chuck shit out as well, because there's no way that all of it is still stuff that I should want to wear. But it does mean you end up sort of wearing the same things over and over again, which wash it ends up on top of the pile on top of the rail. Have I just put... I have, haven't I? No, I haven't. Okay, cool. I thought I was going crazy. It does look very silver. Why is it silver? Probably touched something that was silver. Oh well. Yeah, I need to get my braiding gear at some point and go through this stuff and organize it all. Buy some new hangers, ones that don't fall off the hook thing when you hang something slightly heavier off it. Was another one of those purchases that I shouldn't have made. Hangers that fall apart if you put something heavy on it. Red promo, thank you very much. Hello, I hope you are having a lovely Wednesday. We're slapping base coats on this ginormous model. I'm just trying to, at the moment, I'm just trying to work out what's what and what goes where, and I find that speed paints and contrast paints and stuff help me a lot with determining what needs to be painted, what color. So we're doing that at the moment, and then we'll get into serious painting afterwards. I keep finding bits that, like, I'd be thinking, oh, I'm sure I've done all the brown now, and I keep finding bits that don't have brown on it yet. Or silver, or bronze, or whatever. Right, I feel like this should probably also just be a metal mask of sorts. Let's close this pot of wildwood before I knock it over and end up wearing it. Which wouldn't be the first time. First time with wildwood, not the first time with paint. What are you up to this evening, Red Pearl? Are you alright? Having a great day? Awesome. You ordered a 3D printer! Ah! Which one? I'm all out of drink, Ben. I'm sorry. Bear with. Oh, Nivian says he'll bring me one in a sec, so I'll be able to hydrate in a minute. Stretch is appreciated, though. Ooh. I can actually hear crackling when I do that. It's not a good look. I'm excited for you for your 3D printer, Red Promo. That's awesome. Did you buy it for a specific reason? Is there something specific that you want to print, or just in general, just like the idea of printing stuff for yourself, or? No, thank you. Bamboo! Oh, nice. I made the mistake of watching a YouTuber. Trying to remember his name now. Was it Zorpazorp? I think it was Zorpazorp. Who had been sent the bamboo, like the multifunction one, the one that has laser cut function and stuff as well. Bloody thing is like $2,500 or pounds or whatever. You just want to print a lot of minis so you don't feel bad messing up painting them. Yeah. I mean, they're... I wouldn't say there's no such thing as messing up. Like we all mess up sometimes, and 9 times out of 10, or like 99 times out of 100, things are fixable. I can just paint over them. But I know what you mean. It's nice to have less pressure. I'm going to just touch Nivian here and point towards the dog. Also, you wanted to start painting Trench Crusade. Oh yeah, awesome. Those minis look sick. I personally prefer things a little bit less grimdark, because a little bit girly when it comes to that kind of stuff. I like things when it's not super depressing, but I can freely acknowledge that those models look bananas. They are so cool. Do you have any specific minis in mind from Trench Crusade that you are interested in? Or just in general? I mean, they all look good, so... Just in general, yeah, that's fair. Even for someone like me who isn't particularly grimdark, I can very much appreciate the quality of those minis. They are so cool. You like the idea of just printing one specific mini you like to paint? Yeah. It's 100% something that is very satisfying. If you see something really cool online and you're like, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna print that and I'm gonna paint it and it's gonna look awesome. There's this creator on my mini factory that I'm very impressed by. DM Stash is the username, and they just make the most ridiculously cool models, and it's I just yeah, it makes me want to paint everything. It's so cool. Right, let's put these speed paints away because I don't need them anymore. I quite often buy minis. I mean, Nivian has a 3D printer, so he prints stuff for me if I ask. But I tend to buy the Warhammer larger miniatures because I just find them really cool. Not all of them, obviously, but most of them. This is almost like a wash. This is how thin it is. Cool. Now almost everything has color on it, which is good. But yeah, there's a. I printed a model for my brother because he asked me to paint something for him, and it's the DM stash that I mentioned earlier. He has a set of 3 like Minotaur or Minotaur. And this is one of them that we also printed off, but my brother didn't want this one, he wanted one with a big rock. Like, this set has 3 of these models. They are absolutely stunning. They are so good. The print quality is insane. And I think it was like $8 plus tax, which that's just crazy to me. How can something be? Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're such good quality. The detail is crazy, but not. It's very detailed, but it's not like crowded with detail, if that makes sense. I find that quite often that models tend to be a little bit busy. Pretty new to the hobby still, but you really like the old school Warhammer minis. Hopefully, you can print something like that. Yeah, there are lots of proxy options that you can do. Lots of orcs, for example. Loads of orcs. People love orcs. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, and some really, really attractive looking minis. Let's see what kind of browns we have. Add the warm brown. Let's Pro Acryl make some noise. You like the little less detailed models? Yeah, same. Like this one, for example, like has he has fur and he has like leather straps and a shoulder pad, and he's got like an arrow sticking out of him. But there's not like a ton of frills on him or anything like that. So it was really easy to paint, the other one, compared to something like this, which is also a proxy model. Also really, really cool. But they've got so many different textures on there, like feathers and scales, and it's a lot more effort to paint. There's some really cool stuff out there, like almost like Tau-like proxies, and yeah, I'm a big fan of 3D printing. Also a big fan of Games Workshop stuff, because I'm just a bit of a Games Workshop shill. But yeah. I just love a good mini, really. Yeah, and they're all just 3D prints. Just 3D prints, and if you go to my mini factory, there are creators on there that are just absolutely insanely talented, and 100% worth buying their models or their STLs. And usually, if you buy the pre-supported stuff, it's very doable. Like, you don't have to worry about creating your own supports or messing things up. So yeah, it's fun. It's really, really fun. The options that you get once you have a 3D printer. Once you get like the settings right so that they work for you and for the models you want to print, it's a really awesome hobby. I'm a big fan. And also you can print your own basing bits, which is potentially an even like better or easier, at least, way to use your printer. Oh, tea, amazing. Oh, stroopwafel. Gary, stroopwafel.
I pressed upload because it'll be easier to eat.
Yes, it is easier to eat. Thank you. No idea if Gary's still here, but I figured I'd announce it. Finally! See, stroopwafel. But I'm gonna eat this one. It's not going on the base. Sorry. Yeah, I've been enjoying my pretty voice in silence like an under the bed vampire. Nice. It's one of those things where us book talk girls, we're not afraid of the things under the bed anymore. We've read way too many messed up things to be worried about things under the bed. This is going to sound really dumb, but I have new nail polish. It was delivered by my sister-in-law. You watched my monster, Your Monster movie last week. Can't tell if it's bad or good. Kind of love it. It has a feel ugh part, but you sing its songs for yourself. Amazing. I mean, if there's music in a movie, that for me immediately raises the quality. I don't know if you've watched Has Been Hotel. It's one of those shows that I thought I didn't like the art style of initially. I was like, oh, it's going to be really dumb. I'm not going to like it. And then I watched it, and I've put this like 8 of the songs on my playlist, and I listen to them like over and over again, like, to death. I should watch Your Monster. Okay, cool. I'll have to find it. Let me just write it down, because I will forget otherwise. I'm terrible. Hello? Have I got paint on my finger? This is my list of things that I should buy, watch, do. That's all hobby stuff. Those are hobby stuff. Those are books. And movies. Your Monster, between brackets, movie, close brackets. Cool. The lead girl does a better rendition of a song for you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I reckon I'll enjoy that. I'll have to give that a go. I should hopefully have time to do some hobby stuff on Friday this week, so I might watch it in the background when I'm messing around with my airbrush and trying to get paint all Fulgrim. You love it. Noted. I will have to check it out. No idea if it's going to be easy to find on compared to American streaming services, but I'll do my best. And worst case scenario, I will ask my friend to put it on his Plex server. Yeah, Has Been Hotel has been my recent binge. And then I got Nivian into it, and he's watched it too, and he liked it too. So, HBO Max movie. Okay, I'll need to get it from Plex then, I think. Because I do not have HBO Max. I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. I should be able to buy it or rent it somewhere. Editing and duo done. Well done. You've been a busy guy this evening. Mount farming, editing, duo. Gummy Bear, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you are having a lovely evening, or afternoon, or morning. I don't know where you are. It's evening for me, so hope you're having a lovely Wednesday. It's looking pretty, let's see if I can change the temperature slightly. Yeah. It's beginning to look like wood. What is it about, your monster? The Dutch Grim Squeaker, thank you very much for the follow. I love your username. Or profile name or whatever. Cool. Have a little sip. Oh, he brought me my black dog mug. The black dog was very, very tired and upside down under the desk at the moment, which is very nice. Crumbs. Do you do the Duolingo speech lessons as well, or do you skip them like I do, Ben? White Wolf? What the hell? Thank you for the raid. Gummy Bear, Black Coach's gorgeous model. Yeah, I was gifted. Well, I asked for it for my birthday, and my mum and my brother gave it to me. Jace, how are you? Good evening. Good evening. Smiling Beagle, thank you very much for the follow. Hello, White Wolf. How was your stream? How did it go? Scrap Metal Dragon, thank you. Beat your meat. Nice. The Macron, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. You're batch painting. It does happen. Oh. I don't think... I mean, other than my squigs, which obviously aren't the same, I don't think I've ever done... Well, I have some, I suppose. Floppy little dolphin of a man. For the first time. Yes, he's never here. He never is. He's never ever here. But yeah, I've had this model since probably when did I go to the Netherlands? March. And I picked it up probably about... Oh no, my brother sent it to me actually. He asked me where to buy it from, and I've sent him the link, and he sent it over. Skipped another markdown due to the voice. Breath ran out faster, doesn't help. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Gary is classic though, to be fair. What a classic. What were you batch painting? I dropped a lurk as you were setting up. I haven't had a chance to look at it. Hello, Zach. You alright? Tyranids. Ooh, awesome. Swempty, yeah. Doesn't take much at this with this weather and jiu-jitsu. That'll do it. Binjujitsu. I've been base coating this absolute beast of a model. It is very cool, but it has so many fiddly freaking corners. Very men, lots sweaty. Nice. It's like that old sketch from a Dutch comedian who for some reason decided to do part of his sketch in German at one point about a big boat, like rather a ship, and he decides to speak to like the first mate, and just goes, "Bootsjunge, kleine Matrose, hast du auch Frauen gesehen auf diesem Schiff? Nein, Es gibt nur schwitzende, muskulierte Männer. So basically, have you seen any women on this boat? No, it's just sweaty, muscular men, and it's pretty gross. Cool for the first time in weeks for you. That's nice. It's been a bit sticky here the last few days. Well, there's been forecast for thunderstorm, but I haven't actually seen it, so I don't know if it's still will reach us or if it's passed us by. I've just splashed an absolutely unholy amount of paint over here. Fortunately, it's not super visible. What on earth did I do? Anyway. 0% language, 100% understanding. Exactly. Es gibt nur schwitzende, muskulierte Männer. Yeah, it was gross. Very funny at the time. I mean, the fact that it stuck with me all these years is says something. So annoying when rain just tips you. Yes. Yes. It's just been spitting here the last couple of weeks, and it's just I would have quite liked a bit of a good drenching, but no. Slightly dreading your current work in progress. The Land Raider is large. Yes. Well, the answer to that is airbrush and sponging, or dry brushing, or stuff like that, and then adding small details at the end. And then you don't have to panic. Plus, I thought you liked things large. I like holding large things in my hand. I don't know where that came from, sorry. Ooh, indeed. Easy now, yeah. Don't worry, I like holding small things too. See, some small pieces of stroopwafel. It's my lizard brain piping up. You haven't said anything wholly inappropriate in ages. No leaking to group chats, no, exactly. Please, please no. Knew you had it in you. I mean, it's always right there. Just here, sort of. Not all shit in here today. Hey. No, it's I usually hold it in. Like, I feel like I'm better than that, and I know technically that I'm not because my brain is full of filth. Like 99% of the time. There's a reason I read the books that I do, so. Like a trapdoor spider with a fishing rod every once in a while you get a hit with it, yeah. God. Of all the examples you could have picked, trapdoor spider, Jesus. There's a reason you're called Smutty in my phone. Yes, it's true. Yeah. It's like when people ask me, like, oh, you read a lot. What kind of stuff do you read? You're mistaken. I don't read. I don't read. 50 Dogs Darker. Jesus, yeah. Well, I've been told it's very healthy to read smut. And I'm sticking with that. That's like wisdom I can get behind. It's not the only thing I can get behind. Things are emotional. It cannot be undone. Yes. Well, I read the word quiver about Jimmy the Brush. Hello. The coach is going. I've put a load of speed paints and contrast on it at first because I always struggle to get into a project if I don't know where the colors are going to go yet. I thought I should just slap some quick base colors on there, and then I can layer it up to my heart's content, which is my favorite part of painting. So, bonk. Hi, Thijs. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you are having a lovely Wednesday. Doing good. Just fed your snakes. Both were hungry. Nice. What kind of snakes do you have? Love a good snake. I know where that's going. Zach, shush. Ball pythons, awesome. Are they big or little ones or? I know, Gary. I know. See, once like the lid comes off, it's very hard to put the stopper back in. Which also can be, fuck's sake. It's like Tiger Woods missing a 2-foot putt. You're lucky. I know, it's terrible. I know. Sometimes the green is really bumpy, okay? Exercise the restraint, yeah. Oh man, everything you say can be made fun of, or turned dirty. I'll have a drink, and I'll behave. That is grim, Zach. Lack of context is your life's entertainment. I mean, to be fair, there was context here. It was just very bad context. Technically, they're both adults, but they keep growing, mostly only in girth now, just at one length. God. Your female is now big enough, you could mate her up with a male if you wanted. Yeah, that's awesome. I love snakes. I think they're really cool. For a while I thought, like many years ago, I thought, oh, I should get a snake myself. And then I did some research and I was like, realizing that I would want to constantly handle them because snakes are cool and I would want to pet them and walk around with them all the time, and I realized that most snakes are not massive fans of being handled. So I thought, you know what, let's be responsible and not get pets that don't actually want to be my pet specifically. Yeah, I know. I had my drink and I just rammed that stopper back in. White will send me something on Instagram. Oh, what did you send me? I'll have to have a look on my phone later. George is different. He only wants it from certain people, and only on his terms as well, which is fair. He loves a cuddle, but he's not very people friendly. It takes him a while to warm up to people, unless you have a bowl or snacks he likes. George is picky like that in the dog. Reminds me of he's not very friendly unless he gets a chance to get to know the person. Like our new bookkeeper came in on Tuesday instead of on Wednesday, so he wasn't at daycare, and she got to meet him, and she was like, "Oh, he's so cute! I want to cuddle." It's like, well, give him a sec because he'll be a bit grumpy probably. She's like, "Oh no, he'll be fine," and then he was very grumpy. So I then had to send her over to him later on with some snacks, and after a while he was fine, and he let her give him tummy rubs and stuff. So he warmed to her quite quick, but it started off as ooh, or if your legs smell good, he's very licky. He can be if you're sweaty, yeah. Your brother's dog, he's a 64-kilo Akita. If he doesn't like someone, he tells, yeah. George gets very growly and snarly, and yeah, he's mostly a dickhead when he's on, pardon my French, when he's on the lead with me. He's much nicer when he's off the lead, and will allow cuddles a lot more because he doesn't feel like he has to be defensive of me. Don't woof woof. Yeah, exactly. 6'4" and Bill can put his front paws on your shoulders. Holy moly. Yeah, that's a dog and a half. I love the name Bill as well. That's fantastic. I love people names for dogs, as is obvious, I guess, from my dog's name. It makes me very happy when you hear silly people names. Like our new bookkeeper, her dog, she has a Chihuahua Pomeranian mix of sorts, and it's called Hugo. But because she's very Suffolk, it's Ugo. And that just fucking great. I love it. Like Ugo. You like nouns for dog and cat names? Yes, if you do, it didn't take you for a tall one. You're a tall one. You're beanpole tall and lean. You want to call your cat Beef? Yeah. But you wouldn't get a cat because you then have to clean out litter boxes, and litter boxes are stanky. Well, yeah, that. Also, road patrol, they don't have to go outside. White Wolf not beating the Waluigi allegations. Oh dear. Like, really, cats shouldn't go outside. No, exactly, no flat cats. Apartment cats, yes. And there are very good ways of keeping a cat entertained inside as well, but I have to admit I occasionally cave when Alfie decides to have a fucking screaming match with me again at 1:30 in the morning. It was decided that he's not happy with whatever it is he's not happy with this time, and just screams next to the bed. It's just really, really annoying. And he's loud as well. He's a big cat. He's like... Whew. If that's too small to keep a cat in? No, I don't think so. I mean, I wouldn't suggest getting a Maine Coon, but you can... if you can make ways to make your flat bigger, right? Cats go vertical, so they like shelves and stuff, and so if you can make whole like pathways and stuff for your cat, so he has not just a floor surface but also higher up, and like climbing opportunities and stuff. I mean, I suppose I wouldn't adopt an outdoor cat to go then live indoors, but an indoor cat that doesn't know any outdoors and gets a place like that where he can climb up and stuff, and he has other entertainment, toys and things, they'll be quite happy. Speaking of cats, you're making your first ever painting leopard print. Nice. I would love to see that. You'll have to share that, some pictures. My proverbial eyes were bigger than my stomach again. I very happily went and put paint on my palette about 20 minutes ago. And I've just realised what time it is. I'm like, oh my god, I have to get to work tomorrow. Have to buy... I think literally everything cat adoption. Adam Brighton wants you to have a 3-acre garden. Yeah, well you can... There's things like Craigslist and stuff, right? You can get a kitten somewhere. It's not the best way to get a cat, but sometimes it's the only option. I had the same problem with when I wanted a dog. I initially wanted to rehome a dog, but there were no dogs that were medium-sized that could live with cats, and not 400 miles away. Speaking of bed, you're going to 2 hours tired and lots to do tomorrow. Have a good evening. Thank you so much for the raid, White Wolf. I really appreciate it, and I hope you sleep well. Must be exhausted from running through my mind all week. He does get about. Eat two, keep one for later. Nice. Oh, they're so weird and I love it. Makes me happy. I love the weird. The weird and the wonderful. It's funny because you guys I don't think can really see much depth of color here, but this... I'm glad it makes me happy. It makes me very happy. I've been adding like little almost scratchy lines of a lighter brown to it, and it's beginning to look like wood, which is nice. And I'll have to obviously keep going. Make sure I get every piece of wood on here with this method. I do try. I occasionally don't have a kind heart. Occasionally I'm a grumpy bastard, but I suppose everyone has their moments. Where's the carriage for? The carriage is of a Age of Sigmar Nighthaunt army thing. It's called the Black Coach. I don't know where the lid of the box is, but it has like ghostly horses that pull the carriage, and it comes with these ghostly people that go on it, and a little like fancy old coffin protectory thing. Yeah, it's really cool. It's just a really cool model. I'm very excited to paint it. It's don't think that I realized when I started it or when I asked for it how much wood there'd be on it. But it's such a pretty model, and I'm very much looking forward to painting all these ghostly things. Get some more of that Lady Olinda pastel like ghost action going. A good egg that sometimes has "fuck off" written on the shell is still a good egg. Rotten egg made into Fabergé is still rotten. I like that. That's a good analogy. Night, Ben. Have a lovely night. Sleep well. And speak to you soon. Great analogy. I'm going to have to use that in the future because that is very good. Yeah, I'll tell you to fuck off. Like, read my shell, bitch. Pardon my French. whole read it and weep thing. Right, nearly there with the first layer. Trying to put some wood textures into this thing. Ugh. How did I miss that? Look at that. I did say I was going to find bits that I'd completely missed. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Right. Last bits of wood. For now, anyway. Because, ooh, don't stab my microphone, that'd be very silly. Cool, I think. Good night, Thijs. Have a nice night. Sleep well. I am going to be creating a raid for us in a moment because it is getting quite late and I have to be up again early in the morning and present at work and all that. I have done the first layer of wood texture on there. I will put let me just put some more water in my palette and to keep that nice and moist while I'm away because it's going to be quite warm. Lid on top, brushes to the side, keep my browns. When am I streaming again? So you can offer the, hey, have you seen a movie yet? Check. I'm streaming again on Saturday. That is the plan. So my normal 2 p.m, 3 p.m-ish UK time until I think I have movie night this Saturday. Have I got movie night Saturday? I don't. So yeah, until as long as I want, really. On Saturday, I have no plans, I think, in the evening, so that's cool. Have I thought a fancy few little few days? Yeah, Nivian is going away for a trip to Riyadh, the Royal International Air Tattoo. It's like a big air show for military planes and stuff. He's going with his dad. It was his dad's Christmas present this year, or last year rather. And God, my cool keyboard, thank you. So yeah, they're going tomorrow afternoon, and Nivian will be back on Saturday at some point. So little doggy George and I have a few days to ourselves this week, which is always weird. The house always feels very empty. Let's have a little look to see who is painting at the moment. Stellamus Jack. Yeah, let's go there. Copy. Right, I'm going to create a raid to Stellamus Jack. Thank you all very much again for hanging out. It's been a pleasure, it's been a joy, and thank you for the follows. Thank you again to White Wolf for the raid, and I really appreciate it. So thank you. And hopefully see you on Saturday, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your week until then, and yeah, it's I hope it's a good one for everyone. So see you soon, and goodbye for now.